What's going on, everybody? How you doing? In today's video, we are doing a donation request. This is for my buddy Marty. Marty is a subscriber who hit me up and was like, yo,
I know where you live.
And also, here's a picture. Here's my favorite picture of me and Marty. I went fishing with Marty a couple times. Marty is a great guy. I know he's watching this, but he really is, actually. Super nice guy. So I went fishing with him. This is the first time that I went fishing with him. And I caught this shark, right? And I'm like a novice. I'm a novice fisherman, okay? Like, I used to fish. I fished when I was like in 8th grade, 7th or 8th grade for like a year. And I was really into it. And then I stopped doing it because I got into high school. I was doing other things. I got into music, like more heavily. That's when I started playing bass right after that. And then once that happened, that's all I was doing. After moving to Florida, I was like, I want to get back into fishing because hello, Florida. So I meet Marty and he's like, yo, you fish? And I'm like, no, but I want to. No, but I want to. I want to get into that. I just got a rod. I don't know if it's, I don't know. You know, I pretend I know absolutely nothing. So we went fishing. I catch this freaking shark and I didn't handle it. Obviously, I put my photo, my ridiculous YouTube face photo, over Marty, who handled the shark, because I had a gig later that night, and he was like, I don't want him to bite you. Let me just handle it. And I'm like, great, that's fine. I'm not doing this for, like photos and that kind of way. Like, I don't care. So anyways, that was super cool. But anyways, Marty is really into music, super into music. And obviously that's how he found me, all that kind of thing. He hit me up and he's been thinking about a, what he wants to recommend me. He saw that I did King's X recently and he was like, yo, have you heard of this band MOKE? I was like, nope, don't know them at all. He went with a friend of his to go and see King's X, and this band MOKE was opening for them. He said it was the first time or only time that he ever saw an opener get an encore, which that is pretty wild. That's pretty wild. I mean, I went to go and see, forever ago, I went to go and see, it was Deftones, Pantera, and Black Sabbath. This was like 98 and in upstate New Jersey, in like East Rutherford or whatever. What is that place up there, right? In New Jersey. I was at that show and I love all three of those bands. Like, love them. Love the Deftones. Love Pantera. Love Black Sabbath. Like, those are like huge bands for me, right? Especially when I was younger. I went for Deftones. I was there and people were not there for Deftones. They were so not there for Deftones. While they did great and I loved it, it was pretty clear that the audience was not there for Deftones. They were so not there for Deftones. They were there for Pantera and Black Sabbath. But I loved it. So, that kind of thing is interesting. The other band that I saw, the only band that I've never heard of that knocked me off of my feet the first time I saw them and they were an opener, was Lamb of God. I went to go and see Lamb of God at Birch Hill in New Jersey, which I'm pretty sure that's not there anymore, before New American Gospel came out. It was like a few months before it came out. New American Gospel was their first record, by the way. And I don't remember who else was on the bill. It was like a lot of bands, like The Haunted. I don't think Seven Dust was on that. I went to go and see Seven Dust at Birch Hill also, way back then also, but I'm pretty sure, this is so long ago, I think I'm getting them mixed up. That may have been a different show. Anyways, but the closer was Cannibal Corpse. Okay, so I went to go and see Cannibal Corpse. Lamb of God happened to be on the bill. And I remember Randy Blythe being super, like, we were waiting in line to get into Birch Hill. And I remember Randy coming out and, like, not taunting the people in the line, but just like he was fucking wasted. He was wasted. He was so wasted. But when they got on stage, I was floored. I was so floored. I went out and pre-ordered that CD I went to the record store and I was like, I want this record when like the day it drops, I want it. And I did. I had it. And that is such a great record. I mean, to me, and like sonically it's different. It's definitely like lower budget, kind of thing or whatever. Anyways, that's my story on first time hearing a band. And they didn't get an encore or anything like that, but they were so incredible. I was like, holy God, what the heck? These guys kill. And they do, right? I mean, I was right. Look at their career. Okay, so MOKE. I've never heard of this band. Who are they? A British rock band who released 2 albums and a handful of singles, most notably the single My Degeneration, described as an angry indictment of callous youth. Okay, that's what we're going to be checking out today, is their track, My Degeneration. Formed in London, England in 97. Yeah, they toured with all kinds of bands. Black Crowes, Goo Goo Dolls, Tonic, King's X, Space Hog, and Censor. Yeah, very cool. Okay, if you're new here, please subscribe. Check out my videos, all kinds of videos, reaction videos, bass videos, music videos. Check it out. If you like the channel, you want to support the channel, you can hit super thanks underneath this video. You can hit me direct in the description. I got PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, Amazon wishlist, mailing address. And I do donation videos just like this one. So if there's something you want me to listen to, talk about, check out, watch, hit me direct, PayPal, Cash App, Venmo in the notes section. Leave a description, leave a link, let me know what you want the video to be on. Or you can email me at jpanreadsemail@gmail.com. That's in the description also. And I'll make the video. Amazing. Thank you guys. Thank you everybody. Okay, MOKE, My Degeneration. It's a quick one. Let's check this out. Bam. This is... There's mice in my kitchen and I'm flying on every wall. Outside, these boys they keep banging out the same sounds. There's a killer in the shadows and all I talk about is my degeneration. Yeah, this is cool, actually. It's got that vibe, you know, it's grungy and it's rock alt, right? It grooves. We're just shaking on an old sound and a hung there's a lot of guitars. Yeah, this is cool. Yeah, this is a cool song. Woo! Yeah. This is good. This is cool. Yeah. Wow. Man, in under 3 minutes, that's insane. This was great. I'm not just saying that because I like Marty. I'm not. I promise you I'm not. This is up my vibe. This is up my alley. This is really cool. This is like a great rock song. Like a great rock song. The riff is really cool. When they dropped into that nice section, that just the balance of that, from this aggressive riff into that thing with the high oohs, all that, like, yeah, that was just like, that was great. That was really cool. That was like, I would want to cover this. I would totally want to cover this. This is exactly like that kind of vibe. Yeah, that was nice. Damn, it sucks they didn't get anywhere again. So I got hit up recently, like Rob Shaw comes up with all these ideas, which I freaking love. It's amazing. I mean, to this day, the donation request video that I had a lot of fun doing was Rob's, who just asked a question that was pretty basic, but like he comes up with these ideas and concepts. And I'm like, it's really cool because I have to think about it, and he's trying to make a fun video, but hand it to me. Hey man, I think it would be really cool and fun and interesting for you to make this. So I think that's amazing. But recently he hit me up and he was talking about, what, like maybe do things having to do with one hit wonders. Rick Beato did this whole thing on one hits, from these different decades or whatever, one hit wonders and all that kind of stuff. How come, and talk about like maybe how come some bands make it, some bands don't. How come they only had one thing? And there's a million reasons, and that's why I bring it up, because these guys didn't make it, right? I mean, they had some success, but they were only active from 97 to 2002. That's 5 years. That's nothing. That's just nothing, right? And while they did have some kind of success in terms of like they toured with these big bands, it looks like they did a headlining tour, but ultimately it didn't work for them enough that who knows, like, are they around? It was difficult enough to find any information on this band, right? And a lot of these, like, anything on their discography is just like, it's just not there. It's not filled in. People don't have the information. It's not here, right? But this track is freaking awesome. This is, to me, this is a hit. Yeah, I mean, there's a handful of singles, most notably this single. I mean, yeah, this is great, and it fits into the genre and the 90s. I mean, this came out in 2001, but like, it fits into all of that. You get what I'm saying? Like, you hear where they're coming from. This is saying, critics compared the group to Oasis, Rolling Stones, The Who, Led Zeppelin, Faith No More, Tesla, and Red Hot Chili Peppers. I mean, I've only heard this song. I don't know if I would say all those bands. I don't know if I would say those bands just based on listening to just this song. I would say more like maybe, I don't know a lot of King's X, but I feel like maybe more King's X. Not Black Crowes, because they didn't really have that kind of like soul vibe to them, but maybe a little bit of his vocals had a little bit of that. Space Hog, like those like 90s bands, late 90s bands like that. Yeah, where they had tunes out like that. Yeah, In the Meantime. Who else there was another band that was similar to them. They're just like a rock grungy kind of band. But this song is super solid, like really solid. Just that balance of when they went from that, like that riff is just, this grooves so hard. The riff is a little bit disjointed, but like where it fits rhythmically, where they're putting things, just makes you move. Like it just makes you move. It's got a strong melody. It's got a cool pre-chorus. It had a lot of Stone Temple Pilots, right? It had a lot of guitars. There was points where like there was a lot of guitars happening. Yeah, parts where they broke. It was arranged really well. This was arranged really well. Had a guitar solo. They had parts where guitar stuff was coming in. It was arranged really well, especially in a compact under 3 minute. Yeah, I want to hear that drop again. Yeah, when they started, when they went into that drop, he vocally went into what would have been the main part. Oh, na, 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 right? But he went, and then it like, so you thought it was going there, but then it like tricked you, and it just like dropped into this nice like pad kind of section with the vocals holding. That was nice, super nice. That just like, it's like they threw you out there, but you floated. Yeah, it was really cool. Oh, this was great. Wow, Marty, Jesus. Very cool. See, and this is, again, among the reasons why doing this is so cool. Because I get to find cool music. And that's what it's about, right? Everybody wants it. It's like, it's like the drug, right? It's like you go for that rush, and this did it for me, right? This did it for me. Super cool. Really, 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 really cool. If I had a rock band, I would cover this song. Totally. And people would probably be like, did you write that? Because nobody freaking knows it. Right? Right? People would be like, that's a really good song. You wrote that song. I want to hear that song. It's not my song. Still, really awesome. Okay, amazing. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks, Marty. And I will catch you in the next video.